Okay, this is my plant deck. It's kind of a plant burn deck. I had been playing Plantarias, but since Neturias are locked down and plants are kind of assault, I kind of went back to regular plants with the new ban list. But I've been debating about switching it to a burn plant for a while, and I haven't actually tested it anywhere to see how good it truly is. So any suggestions would be very much appreciated. Seeing as I have, obviously there are burn cards and obviously there are good plant cards, but I don't obviously know how well this is gonna go. So, but here's the list. 2 Amaryllis. I've seen a lot that play 3, but I think that's just too many. Titanial. 2 Tentacles. Gigaplant. I still run it because I saw a lot of lists that don't enjoy it, but I think Giga's almost as big in a plant deck as Titanial is, maybe even bigger. So I mean, I love the guy. So I mean, he's definitely staying. 2 Botanical Lions. I do it just as a beater. I mean, he's got 2,000 defense and he's automatically 1,900 attack, even if he's the only plant. So I mean, he's really good. Cactus Bouncer for lockdown. Lone Fire, obviously. Dandy, obviously. Twilight Rose Knight. I still, even with the switch to a burn, I still like him, just for the fact that he can be an instant Black Rose if you need it, or just any instant Synchro. So, I mean, even if your burning isn't working too well, you can send him in and just have him sync for something. Botanical Lion works really, Botanical Girl, I'm sorry, works really well with Twilight. It just normal, special, and then you automatically get the search. Raikou, send to the grave with Amaryllis' effect. Since you need a lot of plants in the grave, it helps really well. 2 Seed. I saw a lot that played 3, but I don't like it either, because I mean it really is only in there for Amaryllis. So if you draw 2 Seeds in your opening hand and you don't draw Amaryllis, you're screwed. There's not much else that you can get that could fix that. And Glow Up just for the sinking, and since you top deck to send it back, to bring it back, gets another card into your grave. Fragrant Storm, destroy your opponent's tokens, and I'll explain that because Black Garden's next. So destroy one of your opponent's tokens and draw. Mark of the Rose. As much as nobody plays it, I love the thing. It is so amazing. I don't think people really understand how good it is till you see what it can do. Duality, because other than Amaryllis and Glow Up, you don't really special that much. Dark Hole, Heavy, Reborn, Book, and the double MST. Yes, it's super double summon, but it's a proxy. Traps. I go 2 Ivy Shackles. I don't like 3 because even though pretty much it's an instant draw as long as they don't destroy it the turn you set it, I still don't like 3 because it only really helps you with Fragrant Storm and Rose Tentacles. So if you're not using those 2 though, it does almost absolutely nothing for you. 2 Secret Barrel. I like it. It's a burn card. I mean, it can do a couple thousand damage each time if your opponent has a hand. So, because it does damage for each card on the field and your hand. So, I mean, I think it's pretty good as far as a burn card goes. Meteor Flare, 2,000 damage. You can't get much better than that with a burn card, and it sends 2 cards from your hand to the grave. So if you have Glow Up in your hand, or even just plants you can't use in your hand, just do that, and then you got plants for Amaryllis in the grave. Nightmare Wheel, burn, and it can help stall. Cemetery Bomb. I was thinking about 2. I don't actually have 2, but I mean, with as much as a lot of decks go for like to have cards in their grave now, I think it can help a lot. I'm thinking about teching it out and only using it on ones where the decks actually like graves, like Lightsworns, because some of the decks, I mean, almost every deck nowadays likes a big filled grave, but some still don't. So if it doesn't, I'm thinking about teching it out. Judgment, Torrential, Deep Riz, Bottomless, Compulse, Call, and Mirror, the usuals. Now for the extra deck, I got Formula still, even though he's at 1. It's draw power. Android, Iron Chain, Gaia, Brionic, Queen of Thorns, especially since it's a burn deck. I think especially with a burn deck, it's big for plant burns. Splendid Rose, it's a plant monster. I mean, she doesn't have that bad of an effect. She kind of has Black Rose's effect a little bit. So, Ancient Fairy, 2 Black Rose. It's a plant deck. You can think for 7 pretty easily. So, 2 Stardust. I only had 14, so I threw in the second Stardust. Other than that, there's not really a reason for a second Stardust. Thought Ruler, Red Dragon, and Trish. Please, suggestions on this one. This is probably the one deck I have no idea what I'm doing on. It's somewhat a fun deck, but, I mean, plants were also my first deck ever, so I don't really want to get rid of them. Even with the new ban list and stuff, they kind of killed them, but hopefully it gets better. Alright, thanks.